I need my mic. Hold on.
Okay. All right, y'all. We back in the car. We where we supposed to be, in the car. All right. I'm like, the other thing is sometimes with the hat, like it creates a shadow. We'll be all right. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I got so many videos that I prepared and never got around to making because, you know, like these are all my prepared notes. Like I got a whole notebook of notes. Anyways, in this video, guys, I'm gonna give y'all up to date on my 10 goals that we created when I got a job again and where we stand. So this is the April update of where we are in our progress on our 10 goals. All right, so let's talk about it. In the month of April, where we stood is I only received a half of a paycheck. You know how a paycheck covers 80 hours? So I received 40 hours worth of pay in the month of April. So we're not working with much here, y'all. We're not working with much. Oh, I forgot I had this in my ear. And we had to make do with what we can. So this is the progress that we made on our 10 goals. Because the thing about having a goal, guys, is you should take action. You should be doing something to take action on making your goal a reality. Otherwise, it's just a dream. Okay? And we do more than dream over here. We actually make things happen. So let's talk about it. So these goals were listed in priority, where my last goal should be my highest priority. So somewhere between least important to most important. Some way, somehow. So number one, I said hire a cleaner. Now, this was not a priority for me, so therefore we did not do anything regarding hiring a cleaner. Oh, also I want to say this. So only got one paycheck, one half of a paycheck, 40 hours pay in the month of April. And so the other thing that I did do is I moved money from my high yield savings account, right, to meet my financial goals. Nothing was taken as far as cleaning the house. Right now, my house cleaner is my man. Baby, why are you looking like that?
Housekeeper?
No, but you clean my, I know, but
housekeepers.
you clean my bathroom.
We both housekeepers.
I know, but you clean my bathroom and you did a great job.
Well, you clean the clothes. You did a great job.
I know, but he did that with that bathroom because, y'all, I hate cleaning bathrooms.
You gotta do it
My shower.
you gotta do it
Oh.
on a weekly basis.
A shower will break your back trying to clean a shower. Oh, my man did that. So number two, I said I wanted to upgrade our cruise from a port window room to a balcony, right? But then when I started looking at all of the things I needed as far as finances, as far as I had an $8,000 tax bill I had to pay, just things, right? I was like, you know what? That's just not a priority. That's not a priority. But then I said to myself, but wait a minute. Before you say no, and this is with anything in life, before you say no, at least know what you're saying no to. So with that, I went to the website to check on the cruise to kind of see, well, what's the price between what we got and a balcony? I couldn't find out because it turned out the cruise was sold out. So then I said, well, you know, you could shoot them an email and inquire. So I sent out an email and I said, I want to know if we can get on a waiting list for a balcony room if the price is reasonable. So what would the price be? Guys, turns out the price for an upgrade between the room with the port window, which I think was going to be like on the 3rd floor. Didn't even know we could be that low. So he's going to be on the 3rd floor. To get in a balcony, the difference was only $200 a person. So $400 more. How could you not? How could you not? I told you all how I felt about having a balcony room on a cruise ship. Y'all remember? For those of you who don't remember or missed the video, or you're new here, let me tell you how I feel about it. It's a small opportunity in a year to have the ocean, a whole ocean, as your yard, as your front yard, your backyard, however you want to look at it. All year long, you live in a house, and in your house, I don't know where y'all live, but I know where I live. I don't have a beach in my backyard. I don't have a lake. I don't have a river in my backyard. So I don't have an opportunity to be able to lay in my good bed and look out on beautiful water. So a cruise ship is a small window in your year to have that opportunity. I deserve that opportunity. That's how I feel about it. And whenever I'm on a cruise, like I forget, because sometimes the idea of saving money will overtake me. And sometimes I make decisions based off of money first. And so with that decision, it was like, oh, we're going to save money and we don't need a balcony. But whenever I go back and look at my videos, I see how happy I am and how I never regret having a balcony room, a balcony cabin. And so I was like, put us on a waiting list. Put us on a waiting list. So as of April, that's where we are. We are on a waiting list to be upgraded. And let me tell you something else. Had it not been for me revisiting these goals, that progress would not have been made. I would have just either kept forgetting about it or just wrote it off to, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. So there's that. Number 3, laptop. A laptop right now is not a priority either, even though it is. My trackpad went out again, so I'm now having to use a mouse on my laptop, which makes editing a little cumbersome. But again, I was just like, you know what? I have to get back on my feet all the way, get used to getting my paychecks, get used to seeing where my expenses are going, where my investments are going, that sort of thing. So we are not taking action on getting a laptop just yet. Number 4 was pay off my credit cards. So we went over in that last video when we talked about our 10 goals, and I told you guys the balances on my cards exactly, right? So if you want to know what that was, take a look at that video, then come back here or finish watching this video and then go over there. But we talked about that already. Where do we stand now? In the month of April, we paid off all of our credit card balances. So we are good there, okay? Number 5. I said I want to max out all of my tax advantage accounts. That is HSA, health savings account. That is 401k. And that is IRA. I also said I wanted to take advantage of the catch up contributions because I turned 50 this year, and when you turn 50, you don't have to wait until you're 50. You can start your catch up the year that you turn 50. So for me, that's now, and I want to do all of that. So where do we stand, y'all? We already arranged our HSA so that we're contributing everything that we need to contribute so that we max that out this year. And the same for our 401k. I still have to currently my company manually did my contribution, right? But I still need to get in touch with the 401k company. What is it called? 401k firm, you know, the bank, like Fidelity, whoever you do your 401k with. I still need to arrange it. I still need to set my automatic deductions up through them. But my company did give me the number that I need to set it up for. I'm talking to y'all on the camera, so I can't look it up because y'all not only my camera, y'all my computer, y'all my phone right now. But I believe it was like $2,300 and something dollars. No. Was that a month? I feel like it was like $3,000 a month. It's something. I'll blurp it in here. Blurp. to say what I need to set it up. And I need to do that maybe this weekend, today, right? I need to do that and get that going so that it's in place for the next paycheck. So I need to do that. And that includes the 401k catch up, y'all. In 2026, they did change the rules. And the rules are, once you meet your base contribution, which is I think $24,500 for this year, 2026, the catch up of $8,000 has to go into a 401k IRA account, IRA. And it has to go through payroll deduction. So I had to check with my company to see if that was something we even offer, because I know we have a 401k, but I didn't know if we had an IRA component. They sent me an email back, and turns out they do. And so then they also worked out the numbers, because again, you can't wait till December and then do one lump sum payment, because it has to go through payroll. So they worked out the numbers of what I would have to contribute every single paycheck in order to hit that max, so then that the rest will go to that account. So those are the numbers they gave me, and I will blurb it in here, because again, I have an email format, which I don't have right now, to share how exactly that looks. Okay, so we're good there. Now, what we didn't do at this point in time is the IRA component, because I told you I've only received the 40-hour paycheck, right? Not, what is it, 160 hours for a month. So I only received 40 hours worth of pay. And so I don't know what my paychecks are going to look like right now. So I have to do that balance between how much do I live to pay my base expenses, how much do I need to pay my base expenses, how much do I need to pay my extracurricular travel life expenses, how much do I need, what am I really working with? Okay. But that's where we are with that. Number 6, get my grandma a better bed chair situation. Haven't made any progress on that, but some of you guys have also given me something else to think about, and that is the chair lift thing that will lift you from your first floor to your second floor, to see if that's even an option. Trying to think about my grandma's house. I can't remember if the stairs were straight up to the second floor or if there was a curved situation, like my house has a landing, like we go up, landing, and then it turns. That costs more to get that sort of mechanism installed. But I think I know what I probably should do. Maybe I can outsource this to a sister. I got 3 sisters. Maybe I can outsource. I'm about to see them today, so maybe we can talk about that. If somebody else can do the research and figure it out, and then I can be the financer and pay for it, I think that would be a good idea, because obviously I'm just not that good at researching this sort of thing. It's just, it doesn't fall within my wheelhouse. I think we'll make better progress if somebody else handles that part. Okay. Number 7, I said I wanted to pay off my home. Where we stand at that is we don't stand anywhere at this point in time. Same reason as the investments. I need to see what's my money looking like after I get paid. What's my money looking like? Because the biggest thing for me is to enjoy my life and not to oversave or to fixate on this debt-free goal. That's not my goal. On my home, the interest rate is only 2.25%. So I don't want to hyper-fixate on send everything to this goal while you forsake your own enjoyment, your own fulfillment in the here and now, right? So this balance is super important to me. Again, this is why this channel is called Fun and Budget. fun and budget, because it's about the balance of the two, right? It's not about doing all of one thing or all of the other thing, right? We're trying to feel really good about our life and the choices we make in this life, while being fiscally responsible. So the idea though is to see how life looks in a month and then to send excess toward this house goal. And the house goal may be me physically putting money on the house right now, or me physically putting money in an account that's earmarked, that's set aside for my house, which I already got that account set aside and it already has a good amount of money in it that is for paying off of the home. But we'll talk more about that in our home payoff video, okay? Okay. Number 8, I said help my son. Some way, somehow. And y'all, I'm still in prayer about how. Because honestly, a lot of people think if you just throw money at a situation, that's help. But it may or may not be true. And I have a great example. So not so long ago, maybe 6 months, maybe a year ago, I don't know, my son had expressed interest in doing this one thing, right? As far as a career goes. And that one thing required like all these moving parts. And so when I would check in with him, I'd be like, okay, so where are you at? What do you need? What's going on? You know, this thing. And he would tell me, oh, I'm about to do this, or I'm about to do that, or I'm holding off on this because one of the things costs like $300, like this license he needed. And so I was like, I'm going to go and pay for the license for him. And so I did that, and I invested the $300, and he got that part of the goal completed. Now, like I said, this could have been 6 months, a year ago, I can't even remember. But not so long ago, like last week, I asked him, so where are we with this goal? What are we doing? And guess what? Homeboy said he ain't doing it anymore. He ain't interested because he had some reason that didn't make sense to me. But what I also heard was that $300 that I invested, my money, my $300, good is gone. Good is gone. Because he got this thing that he's not even going to do anything with. So this is why I say I got to have wisdom in God to show me where it is I get to help this man, because what we ain't about to do is waste my money for no good reason. And that's what we did. I mean, it's not too late. He could change his mind again and decide, you know what, I am going to do this. Or maybe there's something he can do with that that license that he needed. I don't know. But you know what else? What it is too? Path of least resistance. That's the problem. Most people will go to the path of least resistance. Meaning, if you are always there to pop up to solve their issues for them, you will be their path of least resistance. Why should I go out here and struggle to try to figure out my own issues if I can just come to you and you can handle it real quick and there's no... Yeah.
But you know,
that's why I say we got to be in prayer when it comes to helping our children, period. Because we can hurt them more than help them. Number 9, I said I wanted to help my mom. And so again, I'm not in a position to do a whole lot, but I did plant a seed. So she did get something because a seed was planted. And then number 10, I said I wanted to help somebody. I was able to donate to a charity. And so again, seed planted. So that is our update. That's our April update of where we stand with our goals. Okay. Thank y'all so much for being here and being a part of this conversation. Let us know what you think about the things. I don't know what's staying in this video and what's not staying in this video. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the things. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Thumbs up, subscribe, talk to me.